And we are live. Wait for people to come in. The camera quality is absolutely terrible, so I do apologize. Hopefully everything is fine. Hopefully you can hear me fine. Maybe if I adjust that a bit. Maybe not. Reagan says hi. Hello, Reagan. Basically, it's just chatting with you guys this live stream. 3 people tuned in. Feel free to ask a question because that's all today's live stream is going to be. It's just chatting. Blue Titan says hello. Hello. Hopefully you guys are well. Hopefully you're all keeping busy during lockdown. Sorry about the bad camera quality. Linda Draw says hello. Hello. Extreme Player says hi. Hello. 7 people watching already. It's only been on literally less than a minute. That's crazy. Favorite rugby player in New Zealand. Oh, that's a good one. Probably. Favorite rugby player in New Zealand would probably have to be Bowden Barrett, most likely, because just because he's so good. How's my day been? It's been all right, yeah. I mean, it's been quite boring sitting here in lockdown, you know, as it is. It's boring for almost everybody. But yeah, that's about it. I haven't really done much. I've just finished doing a video for you guys, which should be up on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that one. What else we got? Drumnell says, what do you think about Rugby Challenge 4? Well, it's too early to say anything. We haven't seen anything of it, so I can't really say any more than that. Silver Snowwolf says hello. Linda Draw says Youngs or Hines at 9. I would probably say Hines. Just mix it up a bit personally. I think Youngs isn't as good as he used to be. So yeah, I'd try Hines. Who else we got? Extreme Player says favorite player in South Africa. Do you mean playing for South Africa or in South Africa? If it's playing for South Africa, it'll probably be either Faf de Klerk or Andre Pollard, but they don't actually play in South Africa. So, what do you actually mean? Beth says shalom. Hello. Big man George says, what rugby player would you meet if you could choose? If I could choose one rugby player to meet, would probably be that's a good question. I think I would want to be like meeting a Rugby World Cup winner. So it would probably either be like the likes of Kieran Reid, Dan Carter, or someone like that. I mean, it would be nice to meet a Welsh player as well, but going by like achievement wise, I feel like if I had to meet one, it would have to be somebody that's actually achieved a lot more, like the World Cup. So probably Dan Carter. What else we have? Geordie Barrett or Damien McKenzie at 15. Oh, that's a good one as well. I think I'm gonna have to say Damien McKenzie because I think I haven't really seen too much of Geordie Barrett. I've seen more of Damien McKenzie, and I know I know more what he's like. So I'd probably have to say Damien McKenzie there. Keep your questions coming, guys. 10 of you watching, feel free to leave a question. I do apologize for the absolute monstrosity of this camera quality. It looks like it's recording with a potato, and I am sorry I can't do anything about that. But hey, at least my internet is holding up so far. So, yeah. Feel free to ask a question. It's getting kind of windy outside. I don't know what it's like with you guys, but literally, it's like, I don't know, it's nice, but it's like really windy. Love hearts. It's not pills or drugs or anything. It's literally love hearts. You can see if you guys start judging. Linda Trott, do you support an English Premiership team? I don't. I suppose if I had to support one, probably Exeter. I said this in a stream last night. Was it last night or the night before? I'm pretty sure it was last night. And I said Exeter because they have more South African players than anybody else. So, yeah. Halfpenny or Liam Williams at 50? That's a good question. Probably I'd have to say Liam Williams. I've always been like I like both players, and Halfpenny in his prime was good, but I feel like Halfpenny's not as good as he used to be. And I think Liam Williams offers a bit more because he's fast and like literally in open space he can run pretty well and sidestep, and you just fancy Liam Williams to like more likely in attacking pace. If that makes sense. You fancy Liam Williams basically, if it was open space, you would prefer Liam Williams to be running through that open space rather than Halfpenny, because Halfpenny's not as good as he used to be. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Devon says favorite video game, not a rugby one. That's a good one. Can you guys hear that? Hard candy. Favorite video game. Skyrim would probably be up there for one of them of all time. Like, obviously, I don't play it now because it's pretty much dated. Skyrim, Uncharted series are pretty good as well. What games have I got here? Dying Light. That's a good game. I've completed that 3 times. So something like that. Either Uncharted, Skyrim, or Dying Light. One of them. Silver Snowwolf says, "Who would you back free? Who would be your back free? Be in the world." My back free. That's a good one as well. I'll have to think about that one. Think about it. Finisher says Geordie got smashed by Underwood at World Cup 2019. Oh, right, okay. So Damien McKenzie's the better choice then. Big Man George says, "What do you reckon is the most famous rugby moment ever?" My most famous one, or like the most famous of all time? Famous of all time, I would probably say either the first Rugby World Cup final, obviously because it was the first Rugby World Cup final, so that would be a pretty famous game. Or, my personal favourite, okay, like historic moment of rugby for me would probably be when Wales beat England in Twickenham in their own Rugby World Cup. That, for me, was the best moment ever watching rugby, because obviously with the underdogs, English were saying they were going to win the World Cup, and they didn't even get out of their group because of that. So, yeah, that's probably my most famous moment. Skyrim's a pretty good game. It is. Skyrim is an awesome game, mate. Absolutely insane. Like, I've completed it 4 times, and then they re-released it, and then they kept releasing it, and yeah. So you kind of get it. It came out in like 2011, I think. So it's been a while. Silver Snow, who is the best winger in the world? Currently or former? I mean, former, it was either going to be Shane Williams or like Habana. Whereas currently, I don't know, there's so many. You could pick Teddy Thomas, a good one. You could pick Pimpy. Cheslin Colby, you could also pick. Josh Adams, statistically, could technically be up there as well. So, yeah. David Bowles says, "If you were to sign one player for your favorite team, who would it be?" That's an awesome question. So that'd be for the Ospreys. And as you know, the Ospreys are pretty poor. So if I could sign one player that would potentially change the game for them, gotta be, I'd say Cheslin Colby. Because in a full Ospreys team, Ospreys have always kind of lacked that kind of like back speeding, like if that makes sense, like the speed and pace at the back. They haven't really got that anymore. There was one time we had Shane Williams and we had Eli Walker and everybody. We had really good wingers at one point. We had even had Tommy Bowe as well, and I feel like we're lacking a lot of that. So Cheslin Colby, I think, would be an awesome fit for Ospreys. Or failing that, I'd like to see Dan Bigger come back, but probably no. If I can sign anyone, Andre Pollard or Cheslin Colby. There we go. What else we have got in the comments? Let's have a look. I've read that one. Furness's basic question about hosting, drink or not. What do you mean? Basic question about hosting, drink or not. I don't know what you mean. Is it hosting a party or me drinking, or what do you mean, Furness's? Wade Home says Bowden Barrett or Aaron Cruden at 10. Very good question as well. I don't know. Let's have a think. I'd probably say Bowden Barrett just because obviously he's, I don't know. I just always thought Bowden, like when, personally, as a Welshman, this is it's going to sound stupid, okay, but this is how I think of it. When you think of the All Blacks, okay, and you think of like the fly-half position or fullback position, you always either think Bowden Barrett, basically, me personally anyway. Aaron Smith is good. Aaron Cruden is good as well, but I've always picked Bowden Barrett because I just think he's a better player. Silver Snow Wolf, who is the best 10 in the world? I feel like I keep saying all the time. I apologize. It's always in the same tone as well. I'm getting quite conscious now. Probably best 10 right now, obviously Andrew Pollard, because he won the World Cup. You would probably want to say Owen Farrell is up there as well. There's so many. David Bowles said good choices. Thank you. Reagan says, what are the thoughts on Parks leaving the Scarlets? I mean, I think he's in his 30s, isn't he? So Hadley Parks is 31 now, last time I checked. So it kind of makes sense. I mean, yeah, okay, it's gutting to see him leave Wales because obviously he's one of Wales's best centres. But you got to think he's getting on a bit now. He's probably got one more World Cup in him, and you're just gonna get if the money is there, you're gonna want to go. I heard as well Hadley Parks was only offered 1 year with the Scarlets, and that's not really long enough. It doesn't really secure your future, does it? Especially with how the WRU is going on. Like, are we going to scrap regions? Are we not? And so on. So I think it's a decent move for him personally. What else we have? Was that Cade Edwards? I think that's how it's said. Pollard or Owen Farrell? Pollard all day, because I'm just not a fan of Owen Farrell. I think he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not a fan of his attitude. What you thought? I've read that one. Mate, check your Instagram DMs. Why? I will check my Instagram DMs. But I have to say, with my messages I receive on Instagram, guys, although I appreciate the support, some of you have got to stop messaging me random crap, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, some of you, like, you just want to message hi and stuff, and although I really appreciate the support, it's a bit awkward because, like, obviously we don't know each other. If you generally have something to say about a video, then fair enough. More questions coming in. Maxola Mapimpi or Sivu Reese? Probably Mapimpi. I think Mapimpi is. You saw him in the World Cup final. I think he's a lot better. Pollard or Dan Carter? Now that's a very easy question to answer. I would probably say Dan Carter just because he's achieved a lot more, I think, anyway. Pollard, don't get me wrong, is an absolutely quality player, but I feel like Dan Carter just tips it over. Let me just read this message, guys. Hang on my phone. Okay, I'll probably reply later, okay? What else we have here? Jesse Creel or Lucayo AM? I don't know who Lucayo AM is, so I'm going to say Jesse Creel. I always thought Jesse Creel was a brilliant player. I was always like kind of excited whenever I mentioned him in my videos. A lot of people said, like, Jesse Creel, what are you on about? He's had it. He's passed it. But personally, I think Jesse Creel is still a quality player. I actually tried to get him in my rugby video game campaign. I tried to contact him, but he didn't reply. Almost like every single quality player out there, they never reply. It's really annoying. I've officially run out of love hearts, guys. Springboks World Cup 13. Lucayo. Oh, okay, well, I still haven't heard of him. Sorry. Keep your questions coming, guys. This is fun. I don't know how much longer I will be on this. I've got, like, editing videos and stuff to do, but, you know, keep them coming. Lucayo played in the World Cup final. Did he? Well, I still don't recognize the name. Sorry. I may recognize what the player looks like. Let me Google him. How do you spell it? Let me copy and paste that. Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. I recognize him. Yeah, sorry, I just didn't know the name. Then saying that, then I would probably go for Lucan. How do you even say it? Lucanio? I would probably go for him. Just because Jesse Creel's been around a long time. Yes, like I said, I'm not like being hypocritical. I still like Jesse Creel. I think he's a quality player. But I still feel like I think that's Lucanio. Is that how you say it? I'd probably say he's better as of right now. He assisted them a pimpy try. Oh, okay. I thought I recognised what he looked like. Just didn't recognise the name. Foul at 10 or 12 for the Lions. If at 12, who should be 10? Good question. I wouldn't say foul at 10. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of foul. So, like, if I was actually selecting the Lions team, if I was the coach, he probably wouldn't even be in my starting 15, just because I'm not a fan of how he is. Let me finish my sweet. Hang on. That's a good sweep. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't officially have him in my team, but obviously you go and buy who's the best player and stuff. So I would probably have him at 12. I feel like he's better at centre. And then probably at 10, I would want to say Sexton, but I think Sexton's not as good as he used to be. So I'd probably say Dan Bigger. Or failing that, I'd like to see Finn Russell there as well. But Finn Russell probably on the bench over Dan Bigger. So, yeah. When is Rugby Challenge 4 coming out? Rugby Challenge 4 is something we haven't heard in such a long time. You guys are probably waiting on videos on that. And I'm sorry I can't do videos on it. There's nothing going. I check the website almost every day, and literally there is no news on Rugby Challenge 4 at all. It just keeps saying, coming soon. You know, nothing has changed. And nobody can get any information out of the developers. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. So, I don't know. I can't tell you anything about Rugby Challenge 4 because I generally don't know. They don't say anything. How has my day been so far? From I'm going to try and say a name. I apologize if I say it wrong, okay? Vilame Korovu... Hang on. Vilame Korovulavulva. No? Korovulavula. Korovulavula. I think that's how it's said. So it's Vilam Korovulavula. Hopefully that's right. How's my day been so far? It's been okay. Obviously, being locked in, there's not really too much you can do. But... you know, it's something you gotta deal with. Silver Snow Wolf, Nicosi, or Cheslin Colby. Cheslin Colby all day. I think he's, I don't know, he's quality. But I have a good rest of your day. Okay, thanks, George, for watching. Wade Home says Tuna Amuga or Conrad Smith. Probably Conrad Smith. Again, he's just one of those players that, as a Welsh guy, like, you don't follow Southern Hemisphere that much because obviously the time difference is really annoying. But when you think of those two players, Conrad Smith stands out more. So, got to be Conrad Smith for a reason. Alan Jones for the Lions captain. I mean, whether he'd be in the starting 15, probably not, just because there are better players than him at the moment. But I think for leadership, like tour captain, I would want to say Alan Wynne-Jones. Yes, it's the same as like with the last couple of Lions tours. You had Sam Warburton. He may not have played on the day, and it may have been a actual captain, like a different captain on the match, but he was always behind the scenes as captain. He was the whole tour captain, so he'd be the ones getting everybody together and stuff. So I would say Alan Wynne-Jones would be your best bet for that. Let's see, so many comments. Just dropped in and wanted to ask if and when you will be loading more Rugby 20 My Team solo content. I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether I'm finished with Rugby 20 or not now. It's been such a long time. There's been no updates, no changes. I mean, when lockdown's over, maybe we will get some changes and stuff. But as of right now, I don't know. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Right, what do we have? We said that. Yeah, Rugby 20. I'm not too sure if I'm done with that yet. Like I said, I need an update in order to create new content on it. Otherwise, there's not really anything else to do. Will be a pro on Rugby Challenge 3? Probably not. It's an old game, and I feel like the only way to get views on old games is like doing stuff that nobody else is doing. there's been years and years of people doing videos and stuff on Rugby Challenge 3 doing career mode, so I just feel like it wouldn't be any point me doing it because I'm not going to offer any difference with it. I kind of like doing when I'm like playing Major League Rugby teams and stuff because not really anybody out there is doing that, and that's why I do like tier 3 and tier 2 nations as well, because I do have fan bases from those countries that nobody ever plays as. So that is why I try and like use them as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I mean that's always been something that's always grown on this channel, is me doing tier 2 and tier 3 nations. And I know a lot of you say like, "Oh my God, he's doing Brazil again." And yeah, I can understand like when you're looking at it like that and you're thinking there's much better players out there that I know of. And you're right. You are probably right. But I have fan bases all around here, like South America and stuff like that. So I kind of want to promote them as much as I can in my videos every now and again, just to kind of show them that people are paying attention to them as well as like Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. So that's my reason. Have I missed any comments? I think I've missed a few. I'm from Fiji. It's like Vilam Mata. Oh, okay. Matthew Fletcher says, we will get there. EA Sports, here we go. Whether it's EA Sports or not, I don't know. The campaign is still in the works. It's kind of like early days at the moment. As you guys know, I've got a website and stuff for it. We got Ian Goff the other day helping us, so that's pretty awesome. The only issue is I've noticed is like you get the players to help you, and then you ask them if they can get anybody else on board, and then they usually either say no or don't reply, which is fair enough because like obviously they don't want to hassle the players, but it's like it's difficult to get in touch with the bigger players like the likes of like Shane Williams, Dan Carter and stuff. It's going to be absolutely impossible. So I think Brian, like I haven't even heard from Brian Abana either, so I have a feeling he's going to pull out from it, but who knows? It's all enough up in the air. I feel like if I was to put a time scale on it right now, it's probably going to be like a good 2 to 3 weeks again before I can even have some sort of video that will make an impact. So it's a work in progress, but hopefully I will get there. I've been trying to work with like news journalists and stuff like that, but they're just not interested in the story at the moment. So yeah, if anybody has any like leads on anything to do with rugby players, professional players, ex-players, or like rugby YouTubers we basically sorted besides Squidge Rugby, or like any news outlets or anything like that. If anybody has any links to any of that, can you get in touch with my social media and we'll go from there, please? I've read that one. Will Springboks win the Lions next year? That is a good question as well. So many good questions today. I don't know. I mean, I would probably say it's going to be very, very evenly played out. I think when it comes down to the 3 tests, probably I reckon it could even be a draw again, to be honest with you, because South Africa has so many quality players. They're going to be proper in their prime when they come to play the Lions. There's no way in hell that they're not going to just randomly slip up. I think you will probably see a better performance from them right in the World Cup when they play the Lions, because obviously they've been prepping for this. Like, not saying they didn't prep for the World Cup, but obviously with the World Cup, you're more like, oh God, you have to go to wait on other results and stuff, how it plays out, who you're playing. Whereas with the Lions, you're prepping it for years and years, aren't you? Really, because you know who you're going to play and kind of have an idea of what the team's going to be. So yeah, I would probably say a draw. I mean, personally, I feel like South Africa will win it, but I want to say a draw because obviously me being British. Who else do we have? I know another rugby YouTuber with a good following that will be good for your campaign. What's his name? You might already be helping us. Wade says, do you think that Rugby 20 is better than Rugby 08? No. I mean, I think gameplay-wise, it feels very much the same. Rugby 20 is fast playing. It runs nicely. It runs smoothly. There are bugs, but every game has bugs. So if I had to compare it to Rugby 08, it would be like gameplay mechanics almost as good as Rugby 08, very, very similar. Graphics, obviously better than Rugby 08 because Rugby 08 was made in 2007. But obviously it's not to the standard of what it should be. I think Rugby 08 has a lot more licenses, which Rugby 20 really needs. So there's a lot of things Rugby 20 miss out on. Like I said, the only thing you could really compare Rugby 20 to Rugby 08 with is the gameplay mechanics and how nicely it runs. other than that, it's quite disappointing. What else we have here? Woodwards Games streams Blackout Rugby Manager game on YouTube and has a big following on that game. Would be a good guy to have, I think. Yeah, but does he only no? Because with some of them, they only play rugby games every now and again, whereas we want YouTubers that generally only do rugby stuff. Really. Silver Snowwolf says, I have a player that can help you with the campaign. Okay, could you either get in touch with me on Instagram or on Twitter, please, Silver Snowwolf? If you are just tuning in, feel free to leave a question down below. We'll probably be finishing the live stream in the next 5 minutes, most likely. He only does rugby. Okay, let's have a Google him, man. Woodwards Games. Woodwards Games. Who is he? YouTube, you want to know? YouTube. If he doesn't have over 1,000 subs, we probably won't be using him. Even if he does get the views. Have I spelled it right? Woodwards Games. Streams Blackout Rugby Manager on YouTube. Yeah, I've spelled it right. There's no... Yeah, Woodwards Games. I'll wait for it to load. I'll answer some more questions. Did you watch Wales vs England today on BBC One? Gatland's first game? No, I didn't watch that. No. Bye. I gotta go. Okay. See you, Villam. I think that's how it said. Silver Snow, I will message you on Instagram. I did message you once. Did you? Sorry. Like I said, going back to the messages is the only issue is if you're only messaging me just to say hi, I won't reply. If you're messaging me something literally regarding saying like, oh, like, I don't know, say like, oh, I really like your video or I have an idea for you and stuff like that, then fair enough. But don't go messaging me early hours of the morning saying hello and stuff because it's just weird. It is really weird. Sorry, but it is. You don't know me. What news? Beth wants to know. No news. What's this YouTuber that people keep saying about? 811 subscribers. Yeah, there's not really enough to be in our campaign, so we probably won't have him. No, he's only had 23 views. No. Streamed 1 day ago, 17 views. No. He won't be in the campaign. Boring? Oh, thanks, Bethan. You're supposed to be my girlfriend supporting my streams, and you're saying I'm boring. That is not nice. That is not nice at all. Have I got anything on my phone doing? No, I haven't. I have no friends. You're just tuning in. Feel free to leave a question. Feel free to leave a donation if you're feeling generous. You know, you don't have to, but I would appreciate it. Okay, my Instagram is D Sanders D. Okay. I really wish I had a better webcam. Honestly, it's terrible. My eyes are black. Maybe if I put on my spotlight. Maybe that's a bit better. How? How what? What do you want to know, Regan? Why are you saying how? That's actually, isn't that? It's a language specific, isn't it? When they go how, I think. Is it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. How's lockdown with you, Bethan? Okay, that's what Regan wants to know. Yeah, have I played Blackout Rugby? I haven't. No, I've heard good things about it, but I haven't actually played it because my computer isn't that great. It can do what I want it to do. It can edit and stuff, but it can't really run games, so I can't. Yeah, you get what I mean. Do you know Jaco Creel? No, I don't. Sorry. Should I know him? Any more questions, guys? Feel free to keep them coming. Sorry, hoping to see Andrew in a couple of weeks. Missing. Right, okay. 9 people watching. Anyone want to leave a question? It's not a big game file. Runs perfectly on a non-gaming computer. Could be good content. Could be. I can't talk. But then I have to get the recording software. So that's another thing that uses up memory. And then it all depends if my computer can actually run all that together. And it most likely won't. It's literally got hardly any memory left because it's like a notebook sort of computer. So like a small thing because at the time I couldn't afford a brand new computer. Well, it's brand new, but like it's not a like amazing laptop. You know, I think I paid like 140 or something like that for it, so it's not worth a lot. Place for Gloucester for Johan Ackerman. Oh right, okay. What you reckon? You reckon you could get him? Do you? Let's have a look on my Instagram. Let's have a look. Free requests. I haven't received anything. 7 out of 6 Nations I know got cancelled, but what's happening? I think it's postponed till November or something like that. But then even then it'll be played behind closed doors. Silver Snow, I have any messages from you. So if you want, you can message my Instagram again. Now I know what username to look out for. If you have any links to any players and stuff, I'd really appreciate the help. So feel free to drop me a message. When do you think Rugby Challenge 4 comes out? No idea. Everybody keeps asking me this, and there's nothing I can really say. I mean, it was supposed to, what's this? Why is my phone lighting up? I think it's the same one. What does it say? Accept. Okay. Let me reply to this, guys. Alright, yeah, Rugby Challenge 4, no idea. Last time we heard it was maybe coming out at the end of June, towards July time, and then that was denied. It was like, oh, it's actually going to be coming out anytime between now and June. And I was like, well, that's not going to happen, is it? So, yeah, we don't know anything, unfortunately. Any more questions? Otherwise, I think I might finish the stream very soon. Opinions on the Ospreys' takeover. I think it's going to be a good thing. I think have I already got a video up on that? Yes, video came up yesterday. If you haven't seen that, I think it'll be good. Hopefully, they'll sign a lot more better people because they really need to invest in that squad. Hopefully it's good news, and hopefully it'll attract more sponsors. And I'm hoping they'll move away from the Liberty Stadium because they don't really need to be there. I'd like to see them play like at the Knoll Stadium or something like that, somewhere smaller than the Liberty, but they can sell out a lot easier than the Liberty because the Liberty is just too big for them. How many rugby teams are there in the world? I don't know. Beth is just trying to give me questions. I have no idea. Right, let's reply to this message. You do? No, I don't know. How am I supposed to know how many clubs are in the world? Do I play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite. I played it when it first ever came out, and I think I did 4 videos on Fortnite, and then I just kind of stopped, and I just never went back to it. And then I had loads of updates and stuff, and yeah, that was basically my Fortnite days. And then I kind of went over to exploring videos, which I enjoy doing, which I might bring back actually, because obviously holiday is cancelled now because with all this lockdown and the virus and stuff. So yeah, maybe this year I'll bring back exploring videos. Who knows? Who knows? You know everything? No, I don't know everything. I think their priority will probably be on trying to get bigger crowds at the Liberty before we make a decision to leave, if you know what I mean. Yeah, most likely. Most likely. One and only. Do you think there are going to be more official teams in Rugby Challenge 4 than Rugby 20? Probably not, because I'd imagine Rugby 20 has more licenses. This is the thing. This is one of the things we're campaigning for, is the fact that Rugby 20 is like, oh, we got 60 teams. Rugby Challenge 4, oh, we have 25 or 27 teams. I was like, great, why couldn't all those teams be in one game? You know, it's ridiculous. Like, that's one of the main things we're campaigning for, is the fact World Rugby needs to get something sorted of licenses, because it shouldn't just be a free for all, like, oh, I'll get that, you get this, I'll get this. You know, it's stupid, absolutely stupid. It should just be one like governing license that you have to apply for. Do I play FIFA? Used to play FIFA 19. Never bothered buying FIFA 20 because it's basically the same game every year. I finally realized that, and so until they introduce something absolutely insane on a FIFA game, I will not be buying FIFA again. I've heard that the Ospreys are moving back to St. Helens. Saw it on some website. Yeah, it's a possible move. I think it would be quite cool if they did that. Like I said, I'd like to see them have a smaller stadium and then have big sellout crowds and a better club atmosphere than them having the liberty and having absolutely dead quiet. So I think if they had, like I said, a smaller stadium, then they can invest in that stadium for themselves. They could have like their official shop there. They could have like food. And I think in general, I think it will be a better atmosphere. And I think it will draw like a lot more fans for them. It's the same as the Scarlets. I don't know why the Scarlets built that massive stadium. There's really no need. They never really sell it out. I mean, in the past 2 or 3 years, I think they've sold it out like once with a European game. Other than that, they never really sell it out unless it's like a concert or something. So I would like to see the clubs have a lot more smaller stadiums, but make it their own. Kind of like Leinster. Look at Leinster. Their stadium's not massive, and they're one of the most successful teams in rugby. So, you know, best stadiums in the Pro 14. Oh, probably. I mean, atmosphere-wise, I'd want to say Scotstown for Glasgow, the RDS for Leinster. Who else we got? I like the Arms Park. Arms Park is pretty good. Not a fan of the pitch, but the Arms Park looks nice, and the atmosphere in Arms Park's good. Rodney Parade, I think the atmosphere there on a proper like derby day, it's a good stadium. Who else we got? I think Connaught as well is quite a nice ground. They're all pretty nice grounds, but those are the ones that stand out the most for me. What's the new game you wanted again? Explain what it is. What game? What new game? What, rugby-wise, Bethan, or as in a game that I generally wanted? FIFA 20 is free on EA Access. Is it? Interesting. I still won't get it though. What do you play NFS Heat? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Chester says, if Ospreys move out of Liberty Stadium, it should be to Neath. Interesting. Like I said, I'm not fussed on where they move to. I would just like them to. I'd like to see them move to a smaller ground. Thomond Park atmosphere is top. Okay. No, the game that I just generally wanted. The game I generally wanted, Bethan, was Days Gone. That's just spelled DAYS and then Gone. It's a zombie game which came out last year. Free roaming game. Looks very good. Please buy it for me, Bethan. The one and only Need for Speed Heat. No, I haven't played that. Everybody comment yes right now if you want Bethan to buy me the video game that I want. If we get 5 yeses, Bethan has to buy it. Come on, everybody. I need this game. No? Fine. Nobody bothered commenting. I see how it is. Oh, we got 1 yes. Bethan said no. We got 1, and we got 2 yeses, 3 yeses. Come on, we need 2 more. We need 2 more. 1 more. Come on, guys. 1 more. We need 1 more yes. Hey, we got 5 yeses, Bethan. You have to buy me the game. You haven't got a choice now. The fan base has spoken. Well, only yes. You have to buy me the game now, Bethan. I want Days Gone. It looks good. It's a zombie game. You know I like zombies. Don't disappoint me. Come on. She's probably sitting there swearing. God damn you all. What was it called again? It's called Days Gone. DAYS and then Gone. That's what you have to buy. You have to buy that for me now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any more questions, guys? It's 39 minutes of this live stream now. So literally, if we've run out of questions, I probably will be finishing. What is this message on my phone? Apparently I'm blunt to your comments, Bethan, am I? Yeah, okay. I'm not blunt to your comments. I just gotta try and keep it professional. Because nobody wants to see soppy remarks like, oh, Santa will bring it for you. No, Santa will not bring it for me. You will bring me the game, Bethan. Do I play UFC 3? No, I don't. Josh Adams or Johnny May? Probably Josh Adams. I just think he's a better winger. I mean, he was the top try scorer in the Rugby World Cup last year. So it kind of speaks for itself. Got to be Josh Adams. 12 people watching. If you want to feel like, if you feel like you want to leave a question, please feel free to do so. If you feel like you want to leave a donation, feel free to do that as well. All the money goes towards the campaign that I'm trying to do. Some of the players I do actually have to pay, which is really annoying. But yeah, I think you're right about Ospreys. They can never fill Liberty Stadium for a normal game. No, they can't. That's why I'm saying they need a smaller stadium. I would say the same about the Scarlets, but unfortunately, that's the only stadium in Llanelli, and it's bloody massive. If you go to Llanelli and you drive through the shops, you're just casually driving like that, and then you got this massive thing like that, huge stadium, stands out, and there's really no need for it. Do I watch any Super Rugby? No, unfortunately, I don't. The time difference is crazy. It's like 24 hours. No, not 24 hours. 12 hours. Well, yeah. New Zealand's 12 hours ahead from us. So if the normal Super Rugby game started at, say, 8 o'clock at night, it'd be 8 a.m. here. So I'm not getting up for that. Who do you think is the best player in the Springbok squad? Probably Cheslin Colby, just because of that try, that step. It's the most memorable moment of last year's World Cup, probably. So yeah, donate money so I can get him the game. Right, okay. Name and shame those players. No. I mean, I think once the campaign is all done, as in like we've done our video and stuff, and we'll have to move on to step 2 if we don't get anywhere. Maybe I will name and shame some players. Because it is really like some of them are really nice and they just say no, I can't do it, sorry. And then others, like one of them the other day, I was on an actual phone call to him and he said, "Oh, so what do you want me to do?" And I explained to him, and that was the rugby ball. I explained to him, and yeah, I just haven't heard from him since. And that was on Monday, so it's been quite a while. So I don't know. I think I might text him, see what's happening. Otherwise, he's a nice guy and all, but it's ridiculous. It doesn't take much to say no, I can't do it. LaRue Smith says hello. Hello, LaRue. Where's Freda? I have no idea. He doesn't seem to appear much in live streams, and when he does, he seems to take the piss out of me. So yeah. So Snow Wolf, South Africa is an hour before you. Yeah, South Africa is actually a better time scale. Well, it's actually 2 hours now because it's British summertime, I do believe. So yeah. Or maybe it's an hour now. Yeah, it's an hour now, and it was originally 2 hours. Yeah, you're right. Do I play rugby? No, I don't. We were actually talking about that in the live stream last night, talking about rugby clubs, weren't we? And everybody was saying how they can all relate to the fact everybody in rugby clubs, like local clubs, they all seem to be one big clique, as in like you walk in and everybody just stops what they're doing and starts staring at you. And it's a regular thing around the world, apparently. So, yeah. Do you think North Wales could have a professional team? I don't think that would be sustainable. I don't think so either, Chester. I mean, I think if they would, I think if they would have a team, I think the WRU would scrap one region in Wales. I don't want to see that happen because they've all kind of built up their history together. And I don't want to see that happen, like I said. So they would have to try and fund themselves. It would be nice to see, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think if it was going to be up in North Wales, it would probably be somewhere around the Wrexham area. And Wrexham obviously is more football than rugby. So I can't see it happening. I think, where is the under-20s play in something Bay? I can't remember what it is. One of you guys in the comments might know where the under-20s play. But I think it would be somewhere like along the coastal side of North Wales. Colwyn Bay, that's the one. Yeah, I think it'll be somewhere around that way. Can you please play one rugby game during this live? I can't play. I can't. It's not. I'm recording from my computer. I'm not recording from the PlayStation, so no, I can't. Sorry. Why don't you play rugby? I don't play rugby because basically there's quite a few reasons why I don't play rugby. One reason being I didn't like the people that were there. Like I said, going back to local clubs and stuff. I mean, some of them were good guys, and then majority of them I just didn't like, couldn't get on with them. Another one being back then I was like, I want to say a wimp, but I wasn't like much of a wimp. It was just more the fact that I didn't want to be getting into that sort of side of possible fighting and stuff. And nowadays, I still don't like the people, and I don't think I'd have the patience. Like Bethan can probably vouch for me. Literally, I have such a temper on me. Like I would probably, like with the internet, especially with Wi-Fi, I like get proper annoyed. I shout, I swear, and usually it's best for Bethan to just walk away. So, yeah, rather than say anything because it could, I don't know, could make me even more annoyed. I don't know. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't play rugby. Why don't you? I've already answered that. Colwyn, yeah, you've all answered the question for me. Thank you. Bethan says he's too good for rugby. Right, okay, thanks. My looks, you don't want to ruin my looks. 46 minutes live stream without the internet cutting off. Good God, that's the first. Never say it's just a game. Yeah, never say it's just a game. I was annoying in the Rugby World Cup last year, and it's like, it's just a game. Stop shouting at it. And I go, why are you shouting then? Oh my God. I feel like my phone keeps lighting up, but it's not. Any more questions? Would you rather Wales win Six Nations or Ospreys win Pro 14? I'd like to see Ospreys win Pro 14 again, just because it hasn't happened for quite a while. So, I mean, on a normal scale, like if the Ospreys had the same success as they used to have, I'd probably say, oh yeah, easily Wales win the Six Nations because it's always a great experience. But obviously, I'm starting now to feel sorry for the Ospreys. So I think it doesn't even make a difference that having that on anymore. It's like it's a battery drained. I like the battery. Oh, it's only on 3 bars. That's why. So yeah, I feel like I'd want the Ospreys to win the Pro 14 just because I feel sorry for them now. Best game I have watched live, as in being in the stadium, most likely Wales versus Tonga, because I've only ever been to 2 live rugby games. And that was the last game Owen Williams ever played for Wales, which was quite sad, really. And then he was paralysed that summer. Was it that summer? Paralysed maybe between Christmas time or something then, was it? Do you watch Super Rugby or Curry Cup? No, I don't, sorry. Anthony Watson or Sivu Reese? Probably Anthony Watson. Ospreys nearly got scrapped last year. How gutted would you have been? I mean, I haven't watched the Ospreys in such a long time, just because it moved over to Premier Sports. And the issue here with Premier Sports is that unless you have Sky, you're not going to be able to get it. You can't get it on like an app like Netflix on your TV or anything like that. So it's pretty annoying. I remember even contacting them saying like, can you guys give me like just the download code for the app so I can put it into my computer to my TV, and they refused to. I said no, but you can watch it on your computer. I'm like, it's not really the same, is it? A Friday night, you want to have food and snacks and stuff, or everybody gather around the small computer screen. So that's why I kind of stopped watching the Ospreys. There was no way of getting it onto the TV. So I mean, going back to your question, because I went way off track, would I have been gutted? Yes, I would have been gutted because obviously I supported the Ospreys all the time when they were on television, but not as gutted as I would have been if it had been whilst they were on free to watch TV. So yeah. David Roll says, who's favourites to win the Pro 14 apart from Leinster? I would probably say Glasgow, just because they are a quality side. They've got some amazing players. They never really seem to disappoint that much. Maybe they'll have like every now and again like one letdown game, but other than that, I feel like they're absolutely quality side. What do you think about Mario? Oh, Mario. It does say Mario. Okay, Maro Itoje is what you mean. I think he's a good player. Unless something has happened which I don't know about. But I think if you mean that if he's a good player or not, I think he is. Potentially, I would like to see him captain England one day. Any more questions? Feel free to ask a question. What are these? I have loads of like buttons on this live stream thing. What are my options here? What is that? I don't know what that does. Send feedback. Okay, I don't know what any of these things do. What's this? Okay, I'll reply to that in a minute. I think, guys, that is quite going to be the end. Okay, no, we're not. It's Jose should captain the Lions. I think, yeah, I would like to see that. I'd rather him captain than Owen Farrell. Owen Farrell's just too cocky, I think. But yeah, I think, guys, that's probably going to be the end of the stream there. Thank you all so much for watching. I've basically got to go now. I've got to go work out, and I've also got a video to edit ready for you guys on Tuesday. There is a video out tomorrow as well, which is what game is Bethan getting you? Days Gone. She's supposed to be getting me. Whether she will or not, I don't know. But yeah, there's a video out tomorrow, which is about what is it about? I'm trying to think. What is the video tomorrow? Oh God, I can't remember. That's not a good thing. I literally looked at it a minute ago. The Ospreys signing was yesterday, so tomorrow there should be a video on. I can't remember. There's a video tomorrow at 2 o'clock UK time, so please make sure you go and check that out and stay tuned for that one. Please show your support for it as well, because obviously a lot of work goes into my videos that I do. I have got a new show coming out very soon as well. It's currently in the works. It hasn't been filmed yet, but it's the rugby show. I will be bringing that back with one of my good friends who helped me originally start the campaign. Hopefully, obviously, like I said, it hasn't been filmed yet. But I'm hoping to do, if it kicks off every Friday, whether it'll do well or not, I don't know. Hopefully you guys will show your support for that anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. There's a video up tomorrow as well, like I said, 2 o'clock UK time. And yeah, I've been Andrew. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Bye Reagan, bye LaRue. Silver Snowwolf says goodbye. Thank you. And only one and only says Aish. Okay, I don't know what that means. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in another video tomorrow at 2. So, yeah, peace out, guys.